Hello everybody, my name is Martin Cole. I am the fixture secretary for the Cynnon Rhondda Merthyr Junior Football Leagues. Today I'll be conducting the draws for the Under-12s Matthew Rees Cup, Under-13s through to the Under-16s. In the last couple of years, as a fixture secretary, I've always tried to improve things year on year, and this year I believe that doing a bit of a draw, which everybody can watch, improves on last year when nobody saw the draw. I mean, this year's first draw, the preliminary draw, I had to do myself, unfortunately, because the time constraints. So I thought maybe I'd put a bit more time on my hands this time. I'll do a proper draw with balls, a bag, and the numbers relating to the teams left in each round. So for the Under-12s, we've got 16 teams. The Under-13s is 16 teams. The Under-14s, 16 teams. Under-15s has only got 8 left, and the Under-16s has got 4 teams left. So what I want to do is put the balls numbers 1 to 16 into a bag, and then I'll read out the numbers prior to each draw. You can take note of the number of your team, and as I draw it out, I'll read out the fixture as well, starting with the 12s, working through to the Under-16. So it could take a bit of time. Hopefully it won't take too long. What I'm hoping to do maybe next year or the next round is to do a live stream so people can watch it live. But I am trying, like I said, to improve things every year and to make it more inclusive for all the boys who are playing football, the boys and girls who are playing football, and for all the coaches as well. So what I want to do is I want to start with the Under-12s. Like I said, we've got 16 teams in the Under-12s Cup at the moment. The numbers are, number 1 is Barley Glass, number 2 is Ely Valley, number 3 Annisea and Wattstown, number 4 Gadlis Rovers, number 5 Penygrind Blue, number 6 AFC Abercynon, number 7 Penygrind White, number 8 Gurnos, number 9 Treharris, number 10 Cumbach Royal, number 11 Porth, 12 Aberfan, 13 Tonengechley, 14 AFC Llwydcoed, 15 FC Cwmaman, and 16 Aberdare Town. So there's the Under-12s. I know you can't zoom in, but there's the numbers. Excuse the handwriting. So those are the numbers for the Under-12s Cup. So make a note of your team. Like I mentioned, I got 16 ping pong balls, table tennis balls, which I've written numbers on. I'll try and get them as close to the camera so you can see when I'm making the draw. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the Under-12s Matthew Rees Cup by placing the balls in a little bag. Here, 1 to 16. And I'm going to start the draw for the Under-12s. So here we go. Hands in. I'm going to go in. And the first ball out is number 4, which is Gadlis Rovers. And they will play number 10, which is Cumbach Royal. The next team home will be number 13, which is Tonengechley. And they will play number 8, which is Gurnos. So Tonengechley versus Gurnos. The next one, number 16, which is Aberdare Town. And they will play number 7, which is Penygrind White. So that's Aberdare Town, Penygrind White. The next number out is number 1. That's Barley Glass. And they will play number 11, which is Porth. So Barley Glass versus Porth. Number 2, which is Ely Valley Kestrels. They will play number 15, FC Cwmaman. So number 2 is Ely Valley Kestrels playing FC Carmarthen. The next one out is number 9. Number 9 is Trearis, and they will play number 5, Penregaig Blue. So number 9 versus number 5, which is Trearis, Penregaig Blue. The next one out is number 6. Number 6 is Abercynon, and they will play number 14. Abercynon will play Llwdcoed. 2 balls left. The last game will be number 3. That is Anisea. And Anisea are going to play number 12. Number 12, which is Aberfan. So, just a cap, number 4 and 10 will be Gadlis Rovers versus Cumbach Royal, Tonageckley versus Gurnos, Aberdare versus Penregaig White, Barley Glass versus Porth, Ely Valley Kestrels versus Carmarthen, Trearis versus Penregaig Blue, Abercynon versus Llwdcoed, and Anisea versus Aberfan. So that is the under 12s draw finished. I'm going to move on now straight on to the under 13s. Just to give you an idea, number 13's numbers are number 1, Ely Valley Raptors, number 2, Penregaig, number 3, Penydarren, number 4, Tonrevel, number 5, Trearis, number 6, Anisea and Wattstown, number 7 is Georgetown, number 8, Penregaig Sky, number 9 is Porth, number 10, Treorchy, 11, Abercwmboi, 12, AFC Llwdcoed, 13, Tonageckley, 14, Ferndale, 15, Carmarthen, 16, Cambrian Welfare. So that's the under 13s cup. Those are the names in the book and the numbers. So I'm going to start with the under 13s draw. Again, 1 to 16. Bag is empty. 16 balls going in. Give them a good shake. So the first team out for the under 13s cup will be number 10, which is Treorchy. They are going to play number 5, Trearis. So Treorchy versus Trearis. The next one out is number 3, Penydarren. And they are going to play number 1, Ely Valley Raptors. So Penydarren versus Ely Valley Raptors. Number 7, which is Georgetown. Georgetown are going to play number 8, which is Penregaig Sky. So it's Georgetown, Penregaig Sky. Number 4, Tonrevel. Tonrevel are going to play number 9. Tonrevel versus number 9 is Porth. Going through this pretty quickly. Number 16 will play, 16 is Cambrian Welfare. Cambrian Welfare will play number 12. So number 12 is AFC Llwdcoed. So that's Cambrian versus AFC Llwdcoed. Number 14, that's Ferndale. Ferndale are going to play number 11. 11 is Abercwmboi. So that's Ferndale versus Abercwmboi. The next one out is number 6. Number 6 is Anisea and Wattstown. And they are going to play number 15. Annecia Wattstown versus 15, which is Cumaman. So Annecia versus Cumaman. And the last two for the under 13s is number 13, which is Tonangechli. And Tonangechli are going to play number 2. And number 2 is Penygraig. So to recap on the under 13s, we got Treorchy versus Treharris. We got Penydarren versus Ely Valley Raptors. We've got Georgetown versus Penrith Sky. We've got Tonarevil versus Porth. We've got Cambrian Welfare versus Llwydcoed. We've got Ferndale versus Abercwmboi. Annecia and Wattstown versus Cumaman, and the last one is Tonangechli versus Penygraig. So that concludes the under 13s draw. We're going to move on to the under 14s now. Again, 16 balls in the hat. In they go. Give them a shake. The under 14s, there's a game outstanding between Treharris and Barley-Glass. That's being dealt with by myself and the league secretary, Aaron, at the moment. So both of those teams are in at number 1 at the moment. So we've got Treharris, Barley-Glass as number 1 in the under 14 cup. Georgetown number 2. Penrith number 3. Ely Valley number 4. Herwine number 5. Penygraig number 6. Penydarren number 7, Tonarevil number 8, Abercwmboi number 9, Annecia and Wattstown number 10, Heligerrig Red number 11, Heligerrig Gold number 12, Treherbert and 13, Carntown number 14, Treorchy number 15, and Aberdare number 16. So those are the numbers in the under 14 cup. Again, excuse the handwriting. Just a point of note here, we are not keeping teams with the same club apart from each other. I know we've got a number of teams in the league across some of the age groups with multiple teams in the same age group. For example, in this age group, we've got Heligerrig Red and Heligerrig Gold. They will not be kept apart. If they're drawn against each other, they'll have to play each other. So all 16 balls in the bag again for the under 14s, and the first number out is number 3. That's Penrith. They will play number 4, Ely Valley. Next one, number 1, that's Treharris or Barley-Glass, and they will play number 10, Annecia and Wattstown. Next one out is the number 11, Heligerrig Red. And they are going to play number 8, Tonarevil. Number 13 is Treherbert. Treherbert are going to play number 16, which is Aberdare. So Treherbert and Aberdare. Next one is number 2. That's Georgetown. Georgetown are going to play, what's this one? Number 5. So Georgetown are going to play Herwine. The next one, number 14. 14 is Carntown. Carntown are going to play number 15, Treorchy. So that's Carntown versus Treorchy. The next one is number 6. Now number 6 is Penygraig. Penygraig are going to play number 7, which is Penydarren. So that's Penregraig versus Penydarren, and there's 2 left. Number 12, which is Heligerig Gold. And Heligerig Gold are going to play number 9, which is Abercwmboi. So to recap on the under 14s, we've got Penrhycaiba versus Ely Valley, Trearis Barley Glass versus Anisea, Heligerig Red versus Tonnerevel, Tree Herbert versus Aberdare, Georgetown versus Herwine, Carntown versus Treorchy, and Penregraig versus Penydarren, and the last one is Heligerig Gold versus number 9, which is, Abercwmboi. So that concludes the under 14s. I'm going to move on to the under 15s cup. We've only got 8 teams in the under 15s cup. So I need to discard some balls here now. So I need to get rid of, I only need half of them. All right, number 3, don't need that one, don't need that one. 6, 7, don't need 12. Bear with me a sec. 15, 14, 11, I need 1. 4, 2, 8, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got balls 1 to 8 in the under 15s cup. And like I mentioned, it's only 8 teams. So the team names and numbers here are number 1, Mountain Ash, number 2, Tree Herbert, number 3, Aberdare, number 4, Tonnerevel, number 5, Porth, number 6, Penrhycaiba, number 7, AFC Llwydcoed, and number 8, FC Cwmaman. There's the teams for the under 15s. There's the numbers, 1 to 8, and the under 15 draw. So 8 balls, clean hand, in we go. First one out is number 1, that's Mountain Ash. And they're going to play number 2, Tree Herbert. That's Mountain Ash versus Tree Herbert. Next one out is number 3. That's 1, 2, and 3 in order. Number 3 is Aberdare. And they're going to play number 5. Aberdare are going to play Porth. The next one out is number 6. That's Penrhycaiba. Penrhycaiba are going to play number 8. So Penrhycaiba are going to play Cwmaman. And the last 2 is number 4, which is Tonnerevel. And Tonnerevel are going to play number 7. So Tonnerevel number 7 is Llwydcoed. So Tonnerevel, Llwydcoed. So to recap on the under 15s cup, it's number 1, Mountain Ash versus Tree Herbert. Then we've got Aberdare versus Porth. Then we've got Penrhycaiba versus Cwmaman, and then we've got Tonnerevel versus Llwydcoed. So that concludes the under 15s. Now the under 16s, there's only 8 teams this season in the under 16s. They've already played their first round, so they're down to the semi-finals already. So we're going to play the under 16 final probably early in the new year, with the other cup age groups probably going on to the latter part of the season. So it's only balls 1, 2, 3, and 4 needed for this one. So I'm going to dig out the 4 numbers, 1 to 4. Number 1, number 2, number 4, and there's number 3. See if I can find it quickly. There we go, number 3. So numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the bag. And the numbers for the under 16 semi-final draw are number 1, Tonnegethley, number 2, Tonnerevel, number 3, Penydarren, and number 4, Anasia. So there's the under 16s numbers, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I will draw the under 16 semi-final, which then will conclude the draw. So the first one out is number 1. So that's Ton and Gertley. We'll play number 3, Penydarren. So Ton and Gertley versus Penydarren. And then the last two will be, it's number 4, Anasia. And Anasia are going to play number 2, Tonrebel. So semi-finals are Ton and Gertley versus Penydarren and Anasia versus Tonrebel. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. It's the first time me doing anything like this. Hopefully I can do it again for the next round for the younger boys. And the video will be posted up on YouTube and other social media sites. I'll have a chat with Ara, maybe get up onto our Twitter account. But yeah, any questions or queries, drop me an email. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Cheers, guys.